Hi, and welcome to Northside Speaks. I'm your host, Lori Salazar. Today we're talking about a new music program at Lewis Elementary. Now it's geared specifically to autistic children and children with special needs. Here to tell us more about it is a principal visiting from Lewis Elementary, Angela Fry. Hi Angela, thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me about this amazing program, because this is new at your school, or started at the start of the school year?
It did. Actually, Lewis is one of the campuses that has more than the typical number of specialized units. So in addition to our pre-K program for children with disabilities and our specialized units you'd normally find on campuses across the district, we have 2 specialized autism units.
Wow.
And so one is a primary unit that is for ages 3 to 5, and the other one is an intermediate unit that's for our students with autism that are ages 6 to 12.
So prior to this, there was no music program for them?
Not specifically. Some of our kids go out into the general education population if they're ready, and they'll participate that way. But some of these students, especially in our autism units, are not quite ready. So we're trying to find a way to help them reach that goal of being ready to go into the music rotation or the PE rotation or library, for example.
So how did this music program come about?
Well, at the beginning of the year, every year, my special education coordinator meets with my rotation specialist to talk about our students with special needs and their accommodations and just ways that they can be successful within those classes. And in that discussion at the beginning of the year in their PLC, which is their professional learning community, they talked specifically about these kids with severe autism. And so the discussion went around, how can we give them some more services, help them make faster progress? And my librarian discussed that she had started a class the year before where they came in specifically to see her for checkout as well as read alouds. My music teacher thought this would be great for them to have a special music class. So she came to me and asked, would this be possible? I would love to use one of our open blocks within our 6-day rotation, you know, to bring in some of these special needs learners. I think I could do great things with them. I said, that sounds great. Get with their special education teachers, see who's ready, let's go for it.
Okay.
And that's how it came about.
So what are some of the things they're actually doing in class?
A lot of things revolve around manipulatives. They definitely have to have a lot of hands-on, a lot of area, space to move around. These kids need a lot of space. They just need the opportunity to have an environment where they can be engaged, but it's non-threatening and that's just open. And she's really good about providing those resources and really working with them in their accommodations so that they're successful and engaged in the learning.
Now specifically, she didn't have experience teaching music to special needs students. In fact, she's still a fairly new teacher. She's in her 2nd year, I understand?
She's only in her 2nd year of teaching music. Miss Irby came to us from Scarborough Elementary. We acquired her when she was displaced, and so we were lucky enough to get her on our campus at Lewis. This is her 1st year at Lewis, and so she's really only had 2 years of experience. But what she lacks in experience, she makes up for in passion. And I truly think that's all we needed, is someone who's passionate about all students and who has a willingness to collaborate with our special education teachers to make sure that we're bringing in accommodations that can help these special needs students be successful and engaged in learning.
Okay, and that's a big deal that they're collaborating with the teachers that do have more of this experience. So they're incorporating that and say, how can we help with the music class? So you've seen some positive changes already in these students.
Absolutely. Each of these students has their own individual goals they're trying to reach. These can include social skills goals or speech goals, and these will be goals they work on wherever they go. But in this music class, they're able to get that music instruction as well as build on those social skills. So they're less shy. We see them coming out of their shells. They're interacting more with adults as well as their peers, which is something that's not always easy with students with autism, especially. So we're really excited about the progress and the rate of that progress that we're seeing in these students.
So lots of positive changes then.
Yes.
All right, Angela, thank you so much for joining us and telling us about this music program. We're hoping that this will inspire other principals and other music teachers throughout Northside to also start to incorporate a music program as well.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you, and thank you for watching another edition of Northside Speaks. We will see you next time.